Hello, I'm Sophia.
And hey, I'm Kristin, and we are
Under the Barbell.
Over the Bullshit.
And we're a podcast for women who are sick of being told to just eat less, move more, and what they really want is to get strong, take up space, feel confident, and age well.
That's what we're all about, empowering women to live for more than a before and after photo.
So, wherever you are, grab a coffee or a pre-workout and hit play, because your anti-diet culture BFFs have arrived. Hey, hi, hello, UBOBers.
Hello.
Bob Bam Bam. How's it going?
Hey, it's good. How are you?
Good. Busy. It's just, I feel like it's just a busy season of life, I would say, but all good. It's no complaints. All good.
Yeah.
I've been watching a series called Off Campus. Have you heard of this? It's so good. It's on Prime Video. It's about this hockey player and then this chick so he wants to get a tutor to pass a class in order to play hockey. She wants to get this guy that she likes. So they make a deal. He is going to teach her how to get this guy, blah, blah, whatever. You can guess what happens. They end up, it's in the bio, so I'm not spoiling it, but they kind of fall for each other. And it's really good. It reminds me of, if anyone has seen The Summer I Turned Pretty, it's similar to that.
Okay.
Yeah, so good. But I stayed up way too late last night watching it. And and it's a morning, so you bobbers, we're recording in the morning, which is crazy. We always record in the afternoon. I mean, morning, it's 10 o'clock a.m., but we usually record at 4 or 5 p.m.
Yeah, we usually record in the afternoon, and we usually record on a weekday. So, we've been working all day, and then we record, and it is a Sunday, which is very, very unusual for us. So, I'm a little bit... I'm in weekend mode, my brain is I want to do it. I feel like you said, super busy. Life is completely freaking crazy right now. And all good in a good way. Like you said, nothing bad. It's all good stuff. It's just struggling to keep up. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, I think the only really crazy thing in my life is that my kid passed his driver's test.
Woo!
So we have
you got a driver.
Licensed driver.
Congrats.
It's horrifying.
Yes.
Horrifying. So, it's just one of those those things we've talked about before, but just as you get older, I don't feel like I'm that much older than I was when he was born, and here he is freaking driver's license and getting ready to apply to college, and it's it's
Grown
crazy.
up.
I know. Yeah.
Yep. Well,
all right. Well,
what are we talking about today?
We do want to make sure we say we have an announcement at the end of this episode. So y'all make sure you stay tuned to the end. This is going to be a mini, what do you call it? A minisode?
Minisode.
Minisode.
So super short.
Yeah, super short, to the point. So stick around. Make sure you listen to the announcement at the end. This is a mini-sode, so do you have a quote, or do we?
I actually do.
Okay, let's
do it quick, because it's a super short quote. I was actually listening to a podcast this morning. He said this, and I was like, oh, damn, I need to put this in my notes. Anytime I need to put a quote in my notes, it's going to be good. So it's Mind Pump. The podcast is Mind Pump, which I'm a fan of Mind Pump. So they take listener questions, and this girl had a question around just wanting to build her booty. She's at a plateau. She's doing whatever. There's a lot of backstory. You can go back and listen to it if you want. But Adam was talking to her about the reality of she's going to need to gain weight and put on body fat in order to get the body that she wants. Yeah. And he says, towards the end of them talking, build into the body you want. Don't try and cut into the body you want.
Boom.
So instead of always, which is kind of what we always talk about. It's if you're always trying to lose weight, cut calories, no, build into the body you want. Get strong. He was talking to her about just focus right now on getting, how strong can I get? Yes. Which is the messaging that we say. So yeah, it's here. Let me just pull up the episode quick for anyone that wants to listen to it. It's one of their recent ones. Episode 2879.
Damn.
It's one of their most
imagine
recent.
Us in 2,800 episodes from now? Holy shit.
Goals.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
2,000.
They pump out like 3 episodes a week, I think.
They do.
Or like every other day. I don't know.
And they have like literal professional people like editing and all that for them. So
they have
like
a team, they have like all the things. Yeah, they can just it's just what they do. Yeah. So anyways, that was a quote. Loved it.
That is so good. So good and so freaking true, man. Just don't be afraid. Build. Get strong. Like it will literally change your life.
Yep.
Okay, my shirt today, this is a new one. It says at the bottom here, it says girls will be girls. And it's got like, we got like Rosie the Riveter and RGB and Statue of Liberty and like suffragettes. And yeah, so this was, so we used to do like for 4th of July, we used to always get family, like, everybody the Old Navy shirts. We get the matching shirts.
Yes.
We used to always do that.
Oh my gosh.
And I have so many pictures of us like over probably like 10 years or something maybe where we did that. But then the last few years, we've just been getting like, just whatever we want. Like one year I have one that said, I don't even know what it's from. Is it from a meme or something? Or it just says, Irma Gerd, Sparklers. Like, what was that? Like,
I've never seen that.
The Irma Gerd. I can't write. I don't know if it was from a YouTube video or a meme. I don't even know what it was from, but I just thought it was really funny. So we've just been getting, we just get whatever. So this is my 4th of July shirt for this year.
Love it.
Yeah. So I thought I would throw it on today. So
nice.
Okay, so today we are going to briefly in this minisode talk about some of our favorite moments, episodes. We're going to reflect a little bit on where we have been this last year because we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is
one freaking
crazy.
Year.
Yeah,
July 29th?
Yeah, it was July 29th, I believe it was. But we started working on it like almost like in March. May? Was it May?
You messaged me in May because I was on my way to a camping trip and then they went to shit that weekend. But we were driving there and you messaged me asking, you're like, I know you have your own podcast, but I'm wondering if you want to start, a podcast together. And I had at the time been thinking about restarting my podcast. So it was like, I don't know, you messaged me and I was like, timing was really good. And I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So
yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
And it was the first weekend in May. First weekend in May.
Wow, that's so crazy. Remember.
And I know that because the camping sites in the Black Hills don't officially open until the second weekend in May. Oh. And we just assumed that it would be open and that we'd find a camping spot.
Happened?
So nope. Yeah. First weekend in May, realized that the campsite we wanted wasn't actually open. So yeah, that's a whole other story. But that's how I know.
I mean, in your defense, that's a very weird thing to open the second weekend of May. Like, it's just May. Like, just open because it's May.
I know, and it's
that's
nice
such a weird thing.
Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so since we're coming up on our year, we're just going to do some quick reflecting back on some things. So I had just a couple of like some of my favorite moments, which were like kind of the funnier moments. And then I picked one episode that I felt like was super helpful that maybe if y'all that are listening to this one, if you haven't listened to it, you should go back and listen. So I don't know. Do you, because you have an episode too, right?
Yeah, I have an episode. And top of mind, I can think of my favorite moments, like when I say favorite moments, it's the moments that made me laugh and I couldn't eat, I couldn't breathe. And it's the time...
Probably the same thing I wrote down.
Yeah. It's when just random things that you say and how you say it like crack me up. Like what was it? I can't remember. I should have gone back and listened and like wrote it down, but it's just usually towards the end of the episode there was at least 2 or 3 times that the way you said something along with your face and how I don't know, just so
pod. That was one.
Yes, that was the first one. God, what was the other ones?
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
What's funny is like I don't even realize it until you start laughing or something. And I'm like, what did I say? What did I do? And so it's made me realize how often I do say like maybe things that are a little bit odd or strange. I never noticed it before.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. Yeah, we actually, I think one episode we were joking around about going back and like making a collage of all this stupid shit that I said. Yeah, like, I don't even notice it. Well, the first thing I thought of, and when I was talking to my husband about it, was the first thing he thought of was your and I went back and verified the ingredients of your tuna black beans and cucumber recipe. That was episode 15, and yes, and it was like you're like talking about like, oh, this great thing that I've been eating. And you like go through and you list all these ingredients and I'm just staring at you and I'm like, where is the seasoning in this? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
where's the sauce? Where's the seasoning?
Bland shit. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Like that one was really funny. The other favorite one was, what was funny about this one was that you had no idea it happened until you were editing. It was, you're like, oh my God, I have to go change my tampon. And then you like take off and run away. And I'm just sitting here all alone looking at this like blank square in my screen. And I'm like, I feel like I should say something. So then I proceed to tell everybody about how I shit my pants deadlifting.
Yes, that was great because I had no idea. And I was just editing. And then all of a sudden that came on. And I just could not stop laughing.
That was episode 18 that happened. Yeah. And I even was like, I wonder, I wasn't sure if you were even going to see it because I thought like when you're editing, you might just like cut right there where like right before you said like, oh, I have to go change my tampon or whatever. And like you might just like cut it and like just delete it. Like you may never even like watch it through to see like what the hell I was saying or doing. So when I did, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you'd see it or not. So, yeah, that was a funny moment. And the way I forgot that I did it until you were editing and then you went back and you texted me and you were like, oh my God, like you were freaking out telling me. So that was always fun.
I could not stop laughing. That was funny. I'm trying to find a video that I sent you because I recorded here it is.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to play this and see if I can. Oh, did you hear that? Get her done. I don't even know what episode this is now.
Oh, that's great.
It was the one. No, that was the 16th, 19th. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure. And here's, I think, another one.
What did I say?
I think it's just because we were laughing from the previous one still, and we were trying to wrap it up, and then I just was laughing. I was like, bye, but I couldn't stop laughing, and then it just was, that was hilarious. And I don't know what episode that was, but
one of our recent ones here, I don't remember if it was, I don't know, it was one of the last couple, but it was when we were having issues with our computers, and so I started it, so I had like the controls and like we're ending and you're like, you have to hit end, and I was like, what? Like, oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, that made me laugh too.
I remember that.
Okay, so as far as like tips and things go, so originally we were like, okay, one favorite tip from this last year, and I was like, I don't know how to do that. We have 26 episodes. How do I pick one? So I picked my favorite episode that I thought had some of the best tips in it for everybody. That was episode 15, the healthy eating on a budget one. And is that the same one?
Yes, me too.
Ah, you did too.
That's funny. Yeah, that was the same one that I was going to say.
Yeah, I just felt like that episode was so full of really helpful, really easy, actionable advice and tips on healthy eating, getting in your protein, getting in your fiber. We talked about different stores and different products, and we literally went down and broke down like the price per gram of protein. That's what
sticks out for me.
Yeah, and the price per gram of fiber so that you could really closely see exactly where you're getting like the most bang for your buck. Especially, everything's expensive right now and everyone's struggling to try to, find easier, or not easier, but cheaper ways to make sure we can stay on top of our healthy eating. And so I thought that was a super helpful episode.
Yeah, I thought we gave a lot of good ideas for things that you wouldn't, maybe some are more common than others. Some were more not traditional, but then what really stood out for me was how you went and broke down the price per gram, like how you said, because you're more of the math person. So you going and doing that, no one would go and do that unless you're into math and you really you're very much on a budget too. And and I am too, but I'm less, my mind doesn't go there. I'm less of that. And so that really stood out for me. I've never listened to anyone on a podcast, audio, anything talk about breaking it down specifically like that. And then plus going into the nutrients and the value of it and ideas and different things. So I thought that was very, very high value.
Yeah. And we even with those ingredients, we talked about different ways we might use them to make different types of meals and stuff. And that's where your tuna, black bean, and cucumber idea came from. It was the same episode. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So it was, think about tuna, was one of the cheaper protein
ones,
sources. Then black beans, like any kind of dried beans. In fact, as soon as we're done recording this, I have to go throw some black beans in the crock pot for my husband for lunch. So I throw in a pound of black beans, a box, I don't know what it is, like 32 ounces maybe of chicken broth or chicken bone broth, and then some onions and some seasonings and shit. And that he eats that, like that's his like side along with his chicken for his lunch every day. And we figure it costs like $2 for the entire week. You know?
Yeah.
And it's healthy, it's tons of fiber, it gets extra protein, like, you know, so things like that, like we were talking about, like, oh, that's like how you can take some of these lesser expensive ingredients, but make them really freaking delicious and healthy and awesome. So
yeah, and like combining foods to like stack nutrients, stack protein, stack, you know, different macronutrients, whatever it is. So I thought that was really good.
Yeah. Again, that was episode 15. If y'all didn't catch it, go back and catch it.
It's one of the higher. So I think I haven't looked in a few weeks, but last time I looked, it was the second highest, I believe, out of all of our downloads. Wow. First one was the New Year goal setting that we did. So that was part 1 specifically, was the highest ranked, like the most downloaded. But the second one, I believe, was the healthy eating on a budget, or was up there.
Yeah, it was. Let me go get the episode number for that New Year's one in case anybody wants it. That was episode 13. If you wanted to look at goals. So we talked about goal setting and how to look at goals and how to set realistic goals and stuff like that. That was also a good one. But so I really, for me though, the healthy eating on a budget one just stood out so much.
And that is one of the most, I mean, a lot of people, it's kind of 2 things here. They struggle with coming up with meals and ideas, but also the budget of it. Like it's super common talking to people, them not knowing what to make, but also having healthy be accessible financially.
Yes.
And can fit their budget, you know, because it totally can. You just have to be a little bit more intentional than maybe you normally would.
Yeah. 100%. That comes up so much. People are like, it's so expensive to eat healthy. And I don't disagree, but like there are ways that you can make it. Yes. Yeah. There are ways to make it less expensive. So yay. Yes. Well, that's funny that you picked the same one.
I know. You know what? It was funny because I think I was washing some dishes and I was like, God, I got to like think about a tip. Like one of my, you know, I hadn't really prepared for it. And in my head instantly came, just a favorite episode. Boom. The budget one, just top of mind. That's like, that's what came to me like just before this. So that's funny.
Yeah, totally the same. So check out episode 15, share it with your friends, share it on your social media, share it wherever.
Spread the word.
Also, like we didn't point out, we're both wearing our UBOB hats I don't, you've worn yours before. I don't typically wear mine on episodes only because we, like with curly hair, once you wear a hat, like that's it. You're living in that hat until it's time for bed. Yeah. Because like your hair is just, you know, unless I pull it up or something. But so I don't often wear it. However, because this is a Sunday morning and I have not yet showered for the day because I wasn't wanting to get up that early to do that. I thought I'd throw it on. So you can get this in the UBOB merch store. Link in the show notes, as well as in the link on our socials as well. And we have shirts, we have hoodies. I'm still, I know I keep saying it, I'm fully aware of
on the list,
the ball that I am dropping on this thing, but I still want to add cropped shirts, baby onesies, or like toddler t-shirt kind of things. And Chelsea had an awesome idea in our DMs
Shout out
the
to
other
Chelsea.
day.
Yes, I would not have thought of that.
I don't know why I didn't think of it because I have flags all over my home gym, but I didn't even say it. So
flag,
like Chelsea says a UBOB flag. So I'm going to definitely work on that.
Awesome.
I need to figure out kind of how I want the design to look, you know, how we want it to look. But so that's definitely on my to-do list to add to the merch store. So keep checking the merch store link. And you know what? Actually, there was somebody else I meant to shout her out on the last episode that we recorded, and I forgot. But I did a brag about it post on our Instagram and Facebook. It was Chris? Oh, it was Chris. Yeah, it was Chris. And Chris says, I'm about to celebrate my 40th birthday next month, which I think must have been June. I think this post was in May, so I think her birthday must be this month. She's going to celebrate her 40th birthday, and I've never felt stronger or happier than I am right now. And fuck
Hell
yeah, man, we love that.
She's
Chris?
one of my clients for about probably over a year, a little bit more. And she also, let's see, I'm going to shout her out with this too, because she just PR'd her deadlift, 135-pound deadlift. Yeah, so yeah, the progress and strength gains that she's made has been phenomenal. So shout out to Chris.
We'd love to see it. We have the deadlift party is coming up. So Nashville Pride.
Oh, I'm so sad that we're not coming to that.
I know,
I thought of that.
I know. Oh, that was actually another thing I wanted to bring up. Like my favorite moments. We can't not bring up the fact that you freaking drove to Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
And that
to surprise you.
Yes, that whole
all
thing.
Of that.
And
oh my God.
Yeah, that was like
yes.
The highlight. Yeah, so Sophia and Kiana were considering coming to Nashville for the Nashville Pride Deadlift Party, which is Saturday the 20th, June 20th. And they do it every year. It's a fundraiser for local LGBTQ plus communities in the area and things like that. But they opted for adulting instead. Adulting.
I know.
It sucks, but
I know. Yeah.
But we a lot of my clients are doing it. We do it every year. And so we also have had several deadlift PRs in this last week as they're preparing for hopefully even more PRs at the deadlift party. We'll see. But we love to see some deadlift PRs. Yes. Amazing. All right.
Okay.
Well,
announcement.
Yeah. You want to go for it?
Sure. So this was like a hell yes decision that we're making.
Yes.
It is not that we're stopping the podcast.
No, we're not.
We are taking it in seasons. So a lot of podcasts do this, actually. They have seasonal episodes where they do a season. It's kind of like a show, right? Season 1, season 2, season 3, you have X amount of episodes. And we are planning to do the same thing. And the reason, to be completely honest, is that both of us, our businesses are growing, which is great. I just want to say, too, that whenever you have a lot going on in your life and you keep adding things to your plate, something's got to give at some point, one way or another. And the reality is that this is something that we just need to take a break from and then come back to so that we can focus on our businesses, our way of living. Like it is our, we don't make money from this podcast. Like it's something that hopefully contributes to our business. It's also kind of just a hobby. We want to do it. We want to put out into the world. And so I want anyone listening to also take that advice of sometimes something's got to give and you have to prioritize and table things and come back to it, or like just take into account, that aspect of things. So we are going to be taking a little break.
Yeah, a little summer break.
Season 1 ending today.
This is it. This is the finale for season 1. Yeah, I think just to add to what you were saying, I think as women especially, we feel a lot of pressure sometimes to feel like we have to be the best at everything. We have to be the best, at our jobs. We have to be the best parents. We have to be the best spouses. We have to be the best, and
do it all.
And do all of it at 100%. And that's not real life. Like you literally only have 100% to give, and your 100% has to get divvied up among all of these things. And sometimes, something might get a higher percentage than others. And sometimes you just need to kind of take a break from something for a minute, just so you can allot that percentage to something else, and you only have 100% to give, and you can't beat yourself up over, not being 100% at everything. That doesn't even make sense. So so when you mentioned, like, actually Sophia said it and said it to me, she was like, maybe like we do season, we take a break, and I was like, yes. Like there was no hesitation. I was
like
just
a
like,
relief.
Yes. It kind of was, because it was. I love doing this. I love this podcast, and I love like when we get on and we talk about all this shit and we laugh and we whatever. What I don't ever want to happen is for it to become something that like I'm dreading, and because it's like one more thing I have to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't
That's what
want
happened
it
in my previous podcast. That's why I took a break ultimately. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I don't ever want it to feel like a burden. I want it to always keep feeling fun and exciting. And I haven't.
Or like half-ass it,
That too. We want to be able to do our best. And I definitely, like, on the social medias, there has been a whole lot of half-assing because I have not been able to put out a lot just because, like you said, with our business growing, like I just don't have the time in the day. Like as it is, I'm up until stupid hours in the morning trying to get things done. And it was like, and I have all this guilt, over like not getting, I know I need to do this. I need to get this done. Like just set aside an hour. But I'm like, but where am I supposed to find that hour? Like it's just.
Yeah. That's the thing is like an hour, we could get an hour is a lot of time of getting stuff done. And for editing that it's at least minimum double. Even when I speed it up when I edit, but our episodes are like at least hour 15, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. And it's like double, triple the time to edit.
See.
And so, and we could always outsource that, but we're just not at that point where, where we're doing that
financially.
But yeah, exactly. So I was going to say something else too. I can't remember. We'll see if it comes back to me. But yeah. Because the reason this came up was because I was thinking about it on Friday, maybe is when I texted you.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday.
Thursday, Friday.
Something like that.
And I was like, we have an episode coming out this coming Tuesday and we don't have anything recorded and I don't think we even said anything. So I messaged you and that's when I was like, okay, maybe we need to take a break, do this in seasons. That's a good solution. And that way we both feel good about it. We don't feel guilty. We can focus on our businesses and then we can just come back to it, which we're going to.
Yeah, and we'll be back. The plan is to come back the first week of August for season 2. So make sure y'all are looking out for that. And like I said about the merch store, I very much have a plan even during this summer break, to make sure that I'm even pulling up some old throwback reels and things, different moments that happen, throwing them up on social media, getting more stuff into the merch store, stuff like that. So while we're on a break, it's not going to be completely quiet. So make sure you're following us on all the socials at UBOB Pod.
At UBOB Pod. And what was I going to say? We're planning to do a yearly something, a 1-year anniversary something, maybe a giveaway or I don't know, something. And then the week after that is when we're gonna have another episode come out.
Yeah,
season 2.
As we get into July, we'll make sure we start posting some promotional stuff. Make sure we're getting back up onto your feeds because on a break we might not be, and make sure you know that we're coming back. And we're ready. So
and if you have any ideas for episodes, message us, put DM, email. Yes.
Get out of my head. I literally was about to say that. I was about to go, and then you said it. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Definitely want to hear what y'all think, what episodes you like, what topics you want to hear about. Even maybe I'll even put a post up too asking about your favorite episodes from this season, because then that can maybe help guide us with what to do more of. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea. Yes.
So we'll maybe do that after this episode comes out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. Okay.
All right, you bobbers, have a fantastic summer, and we'll see you in August.
Bye for now.
Bye.